Have you ever stopped to wonder about the very first note of music? Not here on earth, but beyond. In realms unseen. Imagine a universe so vast, so perfect, that sound itself was born from divine joy. For ages, mystics and theologians have whispered of a celestial symphony, a cosmic concert where the very fabric of existence vibrated with praise. Before the first stars shone, before time itself ticked forward, there was worship, and at the center of it all was a being of light. Lucifer, the light bearer. He wasn't just good at worship, he was worship. A masterpiece of divine design, with music built into his very form. He didn't just lead the choir of angels, he embodied the sound of heaven. Harmony flowed from him like breath, and when he lifted his voice, all creation listened. Scripture paints his brilliance in gemstones: carnelian, emerald, sapphire, gold. He was wisdom, he was beauty, he was perfection in motion. He was the maestro, the director of celestial praise. Heaven didn't run on silence, it pulsed with melody, and Lucifer stood at the heart of it all, orchestrating eternal worship. Every note pointed to the Creator, every rhythm reflected divine glory. For a time, it was perfect, but then something shifted. In all the beauty, in all the admiration, pride crept in, not loud, not obvious, just a whisper, a thought. What if this light is mine? The one who once stood before the throne began to step in front of it. The worship he once directed toward the Creator slowly began to curve back toward himself, and with that single, subtle shift, the symphony began to sour. I will ascend to heaven, he thought. I will raise my throne above the stars of God. I will sit on the Mount of Assembly. I will ascend above the clouds. I will make myself like the Most High. I will. It was no longer about him. It was about me. The light bearer began to steal the spotlight, and others followed. The harmony cracked. A third of the angels, drawn by his brilliance, turned their gaze. The heavenly choir split, and worship turned into war. This was no battle of swords and shields. It was a war of allegiance, a war of glory, a war of will. Michael Rose, the archangel, the warrior of light, who was like God, that was his name and his answer. He and the faithful angels stood their ground, and the moment came when heaven could no longer hold attention. Lucifer, the worship leader of heaven, was cast out, thrown down, fallen, and with him, all who followed. The perfect song had been broken. Heaven echoed with silence. But God was not finished. From the dust of a newly formed earth, a new kind of worshiper was born. Not crafted from light, but from clay. Not flawless, but free. Not perfect, but pure in heart. Humans, flawed, fragile, failing, and yet chosen to worship, not through performance, not through perfection, but through spirit and truth. Jesus would one day say, "The time is coming, and now is, when the true worshipers will worship the Father in spirit and in truth. For these are the kind of worshipers the Father seeks." You and I, we are those worshipers. We don't shine with built-in gemstones. We don't resonate with cosmic pipe organs, but we carry something heaven never saw coming. A willing heart, a song not forced, but offered, a melody born in brokenness and lifted in love. Lucifer sang with glory, but we sing with grace, and grace is the deeper harmony. In a universe that once trembled with betrayal, a new sound rises, not the sound of angels, but the sound of the redeemed. This is the Unseen Symphony. This is heavenly harmony, and it's not over. You're part of it now.